What is going on, Movie Meals? We have just obliterated our Monday and Tuesday nights by going to movies, and it has really thrown homework out the window, but that's okay.
I got no problem with that.
Guys, we have a Terminator review up. We've got Bad Boys for Life trailer reaction. We got a Star Wars Rise of Skywalker trailer reaction. Like 18 of them on the channel. Go check them out. But before, now we'll get into it.
Not hurt.
We do every day. We're going to get into it. The Lighthouse. We saw it last night. Positive and negatives. Kyle, what are your positives, non-spoiler review of The Lighthouse?
My positives about this movie... My positives about this movie is that everything about this I absolutely love. Right from the get-go, you are feeling like you are a part of this movie. You feel the atmosphere. You feel the tensions. You feel like you're a part of the atmosphere and the life that these two... sail folks, I'm just gonna call them that. I forget, they're called like wikis or something like that, but I'm called them sail folk. You feel that the situation that these two sail folk are in as they're trapped in a lighthouse together. One being Willem Dafoe, the other being Robert Pattinson, and throughout the whole movie, you just feel like the tensions rising between each one of these characters. You feel the atmosphere that they're in. You feel the different complexities that they're feeling. You still never know what is really happening between each one of these characters throughout the whole movie, but you learn bits and pieces throughout them of the type of people that they are or what they were in the past and how it comes into fruition throughout the movie. And I really dug that. I love that the script was able to find a way to show bits and pieces of these characters really subtly without giving away what the mystery of this whole movie is or what the message of the movie is trying to be. And the performances are out of this world by Willem Dafoe and Robert Pattinson. They are just those two performances, and that's it. And they just keep you entertained. They keep you interested throughout the whole movie. They are exceptional performances. Ones I'm going to remember for the rest of the year, as well as a movie that I think I'm going to remember for the rest of the year. Because I think, is it Roger or Robert Eager? I can't remember the director's name now, but whoever the director is that made The Witch. I'll have to go see that one now, too.
Whoa! You haven't seen The Witch?
No. I'm not a horror guy, but I especially love The Lighthouse. I thought this was a superb movie.
He doesn't... I would call this and The Witch the same thing. They're horror psychological thrillers is really what they are. And I like The Witch. I've only seen it twice. The first time I saw it, I remember thinking I really like this movie, but I don't know if I'll ever see it again. And then I ended up having to watch it for a class. But I kind of felt the same with it was for a pop culture class too. It was an interesting choice. But I felt the same about this one. I liked this movie quite a bit. I found
Robert Eagers. I
found the performances to be very, 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 very good. Halfway through the movie, I was sitting there being like, "Yep, this is gonna be a great Batman." And then there were moments because he had in an interview where he said, I based parts of my voice that I'm going to talk like for Batman off of Willem Dafoe in this movie. So I went into this movie thinking about that. And there are moments in this movie where I was like, that's a good Batman voice if he's taken inspiration from there. So I really liked that. It is a slow mind suspense kind of build-up movie of these two guys who go insane.
Slow,
and
but it feels good.
And I really liked it when they're going insane, when all the craziness happening, when they're having conversations with each other. I really, really enjoyed those parts of the film. And I like these type of mind-bending movies, and I just had a really good time with it. The performances are very good. They're the reason you're here. This director is great at pulling good performances out of people, and this is an interesting concept, interesting story, and I dug it. Kyle, what are your negatives of The Lighthouse?
I really don't have any negatives. All I really have to say is that there might be a concern with this movie, and it might not be everyone's cup of tea. Some people may come out of this movie not understanding the movie in general, or just may not like it at all, which is fine. But if you still are feeling in the middle, or if you're not quite sure if you liked it or not, I would personally suggest go see it a second time, because I might be trying to do that. As much as I enjoyed the movie, I think I would like to go back and be able to invest more time into really sink myself into seeing what types of things is this director trying to do throughout the whole movie that makes this story so good, and why I feel great after seeing it the first time. If people just feel hesitant about that, I would recommend it. And some people may not like that. I guess that would be my negative, but it's not about the film really. I guess it's just based on personal taste and opinions. So there's that at least.
My negatives, I did not think he needed to be shot on that old school Super 8 like Jonah Hill did too with his movie. I thought that brought nothing to the film. The black and white I like, but that part of it I thought just kind of took away from the movie for me. And then there are moments it's slow and it's a little boring. There's a couple scenes. Honestly, I think you can trim 5, maybe 10 minutes off of this movie and you're going to be with a much tighter story, because there were a few moments where my eyes were starting to fall and I was like, this is a little boring. And then, a couple minutes goes by, so I'm trying to stay with it, and then the craziness happens. Some of the suspense gets going again, and they were not moments I felt were needed in the story to help it get from the beginning to end of what mattered. Those are my 2 real biggest complaints. A couple of weird editing choices, some really weird editing choices that I really liked. Some that was like, I don't know what you were trying to do there. There are some things left unexplained that didn't need to be, whereas some things that are left unexplained need to be left unexplained for me. But overall, I enjoyed the film quite a bit, and I think it's a really good film, and I think you should go check it out. So yeah.
I agree.
Guys, what did you think? Comment below. Let us know if you've seen it or if you're going to see it. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. As always, thanks for watching, Mom.
See you guys.